No girl in the tower for you. Here it is. We're already on King's Quest 6, you guys. Here today, gone tomorrow. Not many of these left, huh? Okay,
long ago, in the castle of a kingdom called Daventry.
Now with speech, you guys. This is fancy. We're on the 6th game. I don't have to read shit to you guys anymore, huh?
Alexander, here you are. Oh, you're still not thinking about Cassima, are you?
I suppose I am.
Son, it's been months. You've got to pull yourself together. After all, you only met her that once.
I know.
Have you discovered anything about the land of the Green Isles?
No. No one's even heard of it. It's like she's just vanished.
I wish I could help. Please try to think about something else, dear.
I'll try, Mother.
Okay, you met her once and he's still simping months later, huh? Pathetic. Well, it's like real. Is this a movie, Directrix? Right? Is that Tom Cruise playing Alexander here? I mean, this blew people's minds.
I feel so alone. I don't know what to do. Alexander, I wish you were here. Alexander. Alexander.
Cassima! Wait! Mother! Mother, come quick!
Alexander, what on earth? You're white as a ghost.
Mother, I saw Cassima. She was in the mirror.
In the mirror? The magic mirror?
Yes! And it showed me how to find her.
How?
The stars! I saw the stars outside her window. I can navigate by the stars.
Oh,
That's so
Alexander,
creepy.
if you really go...
It will be all right, Mother. I promise.
He's fucking, what do you call that? Batmaning? Batmaning the shit out of Cassima. It's like, I saw the stars. I can find her location from the goddamn weather outside, right? Yeah, actually, Bug. Yeah, not so much Tom. The bouffant hair. That's definitely John Travolta, huh? Look at those gulls, you guys, huh? It's like you can reach out and touch them. Talking to someone's navel, right? Talking to his mom's pussy, right? He's following in Daddy's footsteps, okay, Alice, huh?
3 long months, Prince Alexander sailed the Gnome seas and beyond.
Good God, 3 months of sailing, Alexander. Okay, ask Mommy for the biddy. I couldn't find Cassima. Mommy, you know, Alex wants the biddy, right? Oh God. Is this the one with... You'll have to wait and find out about Monster, huh?
Land ho! Land ho! Land ho!
Look at these guys. That's your crew. Okay, the land is right there. The land is right there, but then if you know this game, you know what happens in between now and getting to right there.
As the ship nears the shore, day turns to night and the sea turns violent.
The landmass was literally right there. What's flying towards us? I think it says King's Quest, you guys. King's Quest? 6? You gonna give us the little title card? Come on, where is it? What's this King's Quest called? I don't know. This is the first time I'm playing it, game. Okay, Alexander awakens to find himself on an unfamiliar beach. For a moment, he is too dazed to remember how he got there. Then he does remember. The shipwreck, the sea, just as he had seen his men safely into the lifeboats, a gigantic wave picked him up and tossed him overboard into the churning sea. That was the last he'd seen of his crew. Debris from the shipwreck is scattered along the shore, but of the lifeboats and his men there is thankfully no trace. He can only hope and pray that the lifeboats survived the currents and that his men made their way safely back to Daventry. 3 months? It took 3 months to get here, Alex. And they're going to spend 3 months on a lifeboat cruising back to Daventry. I think they're going to turn to cannibalism, huh? Alexander's quest for pussy was only 3 months long. Something tells me that some of yours quest is much, much longer than that.
The remains of Alexander's sailing ship lie dashed upon the distant shore. The ocean is not as calm as it appears. Underwater currents tug at Alexander's legs. A long plank lies on the beach. No doubt it once belonged to Alexander's ship. Alexander picks up his royal insignia ring from the beach. Alexander pushes the plank to one side. A box has been partially buried under sand.
Oh!
Alexander's treasure box lies partially buried in the sand. It must have washed ashore with the other ship debris.
And there's only one pathetic little coin in here.
There's a copper coin in the treasure box. The coin bears the seal of Daventry and King Graham's noble face.
Wow, that's awkward to have your dad's face on your money, huh?
Alexander takes the coin and leaves the ruined box where it is.
What is wrong with the chicks in Daventry, right? Graham had to go all the way to Cassima to find a wife because the chicks in Daventry were so ugly. And the same with Alex. He went on a 3-month ship journey, killing like 5 dudes just trying to collect a paycheck in the process because none of the girls in Daventry were good enough, right? What the hell is wrong? Is there something in like the meat or something? Something in the wild boar meat in Daventry where the girls are just like fugly as hell and the royal family, the men of the royal family have to just go basically to the Daventry equivalent of Thailand to find a wife, huh?
In the distance, a majestic castle shines in the sun. To the left, a small village seems to invite the weary traveler.
Okay, is there cool town music?
An old beggar is peddling his wares in the village. He offers a variety of lamps, all neatly lined up on a long pole.
Okay, I remember that guy.
Good day, peddler.
Good day, sir. If you would like to get one of my fine new lamps, I'll need an old lamp in trade.
Isn't it a rather bad business?
Yes.
Taking old lamps and giving new lamps in exchange?
Thanks, tips.
There's always a chance that I'll find a genie. If I had a genie, I'd be richer than a king. Besides, there's always a roaring business in antique luminaries.
Sure, okay. People going antiquing?
A large round pot is one of the pottery pieces on display outside the shops.
Okay, so later there'll be something in there I want.
Good day.
Okay, hello.
The pawn shop owner is a mysterious fellow. His face is old and inscrutable, and there's a glint of sheer iron in his gaze. Still, Alexander senses this is someone he can trust.
A pawn shop dude? Okay.
Good day, merchant. Can you tell me what land this is?
By the moon's light, what a question. You must have been out too long in the sun, or perhaps knocked your head upon a rock.
No. Well, perhaps. I was in a ship.
He's just stupid.
My crew and I were trying to reach the land of the Green Isles. I think, well, at least I hope, my men got away safely in the lifeboats. But I myself appear to be rather stuck here.
Ah, I see. You must pardon my incredulity, but it has been so long since we have had a foreign visitor. You wrecked your ship, young traveler, due to the currents and reefs around the islands. If your crew was wise enough to steer clear of the isles and head home, they should be fine. In any case, you have met your objective, however bumpy the journey.
You mean, this is the land of the Green Isles? Oh, thank the heavens! I had followed the stars, you see, and I thought I was close, but
The stars? You must be quite a sailor. But what is the purpose of your visit?
I
For
come
pussy?
for... Well, I mean, I hope to see... I met some time ago.
Say no more. You are smitten with a maiden, are you not? What other than love could so confuse a man's tongue?
I'm afraid so. It is Princess Cassima.
By the desert sands, when you fall in love, you do not mess around, do you?
Is she here?
This is the Isle of the Crown, young man. The castle of the Crown stands on the hill. If it is Cassima you seek, that is where to look.
The Castle of the Crown. Thank you, merchant.
And good luck to you, lad. You shall need it.
Okay, even back then, guys were just being stupid in the quest for pussy, huh? And the shopkeeper knows. I mean, he seems like a married guy. He's like, yeah, I, the shopkeeper, have done some crazy fucking shit. One time I was like juggling axes just to impress some chick, right? But it worked. She became my wife, huh?
Tell you she is in a dark time. Without the ferry, communication between the islands has ground to a halt, and so nearly has my business. Why the long ages of peace have ended, and why the crown has not done something about it is beyond me. But then, I am a shopkeeper, not a politician, and can only hope for better days.
Alexander takes a closer look at the items on the counter.
The items on the front counter are all of equally slight value, worth only a copper or two. They are handy items nonetheless. Have you an interest in tinder boxes?
No, okay.
This one is only slightly battered. It holds a good supply of flint, a sturdy striking pad, and even a candle in case you find yourself with naught else to hold the flame. Ah, yes, the painter's brush. It was well used by one of the island's best painters. There's a lot of creativity in that brush, and its bristles are still in good condition. The flute is only made of plain wood, but its notes are fine and true. I see you have noticed my mechanical nightingale. She is made of plain tin, but she sings the sweetest song you can imagine, barely distinguishable from the real thing.
I have this copper coin. Is it of any value to you at all?
Most interesting. I have never seen a Daventry coin before, but it is copper genuine enough. I might even find a buyer who is interested in foreign currency. The items on the front counter are the only things in the store that I can let go for the price of 1 copper. You may make your choice from there.
Alexander looks at the items on the counter to make his selection.
Okay, I want this first.
That mechanical nightingale looks intriguing. I believe I'll take it.
Very well. Your coin is well spent. Remember, this is a pawn shop. I am always willing to take back my own goods in trade.
I'll remember. Thank you.
Okay, can I go into Ali's books? Is this guy in here evil or what?
Hello. I will be right up.
Okay, no, this guy seems fine.
Now, what can I do for you?
Despite the hammer pants, right? He seems fine. That fellow in the black robes, not so much.
An old man occasionally steals sidelong glances at Alexander from under a concealing hood.
Good day, sir.
The mysterious old man just ignores Alexander.
Okay, turning the tables, huh? Instead of young kids ignoring old men, this old guy did it to me, huh?
The bookshop owner is a thin, middle-aged man. His intelligent eyes are slightly blurry from long nights spent reading by candlelight.
Nerd! Talk to MC Hammer here.
Good day, sir.
Okay, I got points.
I'm a stranger in this land. What can you tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
That is quite a question, young man. Who are you? And what would you have me tell you?
My name is Alexander. I know I'm on the Isle of the Crown, but I'd like to know whatever you can tell me about this island, and if there are other islands nearby.
You are indeed a stranger. Anxious is the man who knows not the customs of the land beneath his feet. This island is called the Isle of the Crown.
I already knew
because
that.
the royal family's castle is here. Besides the castle, we also have this village and the docks over to the west. There
Okay.
are at least 3 other islands. The Isle of the Sacred Mountain,
Right.
the Isle of the Beast,
Oh,
and
right.
the Isle of Wonder.
At least 3? Does no one know for certain?
This is no ordinary land, Alexander. The land of the Green Isles has always been a place of vague boundaries, as if islands come and go. Legend speaks of a fourth island, an isle shrouded in mists. I myself have never seen it. Then, too, the land of the Green Isles is said to exist on the boundaries of this world and the next. Even darker places are reputed to be closer here than anywhere else in the world.
That's quite a claim.
Claim, yes, but probably just local superstition. We who live here on the Isle of the Crown, at least, sleep well enough at night.
Those first 3 islands you mentioned, how might I learn more about them?
Ideally, a young man seeking such knowledge would travel to their shores and learn about them firsthand. Meeting the leaders of each place would be helpful, naturally. Unfortunately, the ferry no longer runs between the islands. There has been much political unrest, and it has been too dangerous to travel for years. Perhaps the ferryman can tell you more. He has little enough to do these days. And if you haven't been there already, you might seek an audience at the castle.
Thank you kindly, merchant, for all your good advice.
Ah, but advice is free, Alexander. Making use of it costs much more.
There's a small table near the door that bears a sign. The sign has undergone a number of changes. It once read 10 pence, but that was crossed out and replaced with 5 pence, then 1 pence, then free. The sign currently reads, "Take one, please." Only one book remains on the table. It looks like the bookshop owner really wants to get rid of that book.
Take this crappy book.
Alexander picks up the book from the small table.
Is this the boring book?
Oh, yes, please, take that book. You have my most humble thanks for doing so, good sir.
Really? Thanks.
Do I need to do something here?
There are rose bushes back by the house, as well as the ones on the fence. Somebody who loves roses must live here. There's a young girl in the yard. The girl is dressed in a long, plain orange robe with a thick headdress. From the appearance of her clothes and from a skittish, fearful look about her, Alexander gets the strong impression that she is a servant, or even worse, a slave.
Slave.
The serving girl appears to be stealing a quiet moment tending the rose bushes.
Okay, excuse me, baby. Come on.
The girl is too far away to hold a conversation with Alexander.
Okay, good. You want to back that thing up?
Alexander
No.
doesn't want to intrude on private property unless he's been invited.
Damn it.
You lazy thing! Get back to work and stay away from those roses! I've told you 1,000,000 times, those flowers are too sweet for the likes of you! You've still got to do the breakfast dishes, make lunch, and clean the stables yet this morning! And get your veil back on! No one wants to look at your face!
Yes, stepmother.
Oh god, what the... I'm sorry? Isn't she supposed to be beautiful? Did they change that portrait? What the hell? Is that your actual face? Beauty? I remember it being different. Okay. If that's your actual face, girly, then your mom or whatever is right. No one wants to look at your face. I thought that picture was different. What the hell happened to you, huh? Okay, I remember this, huh?
Hey, stranger, come join me. The water is wonderful, and I can show you the way to the next island.
Good day. I'm Alexander. What are you doing in the sea?
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm swimming. I mean, come join me. The water's wonderful. I can show you the way to the next island.
If you're not a girl, I'm not interested, huh?
A young boy is happily swimming in the sea off the docks.
Come on, jump in. A little water won't hurt you.
Yes, it will. I'm a pussy, huh? Ooh.
That's strange. The young boy in the water just disappeared. Oh well, perhaps he just dove under the water.
Yeah, that's it, huh?
Yeah, what do you want?
Excuse
Can you
me.
help me?
My name is Alexander. The owner of the bookshop in the village told me you might be able to help me. I hear you used to run this ferry for the islands. I'd like to talk to you if you have a moment.
You say old Allie sent you? I can't see why. The ferry's not running, you know.
I understand. I'd just like to talk to you about the islands if you don't mind.
Well, I guess it'd be all right if Allie sent you. Well, don't just stand there. Come on inside. What is it you wanted to talk about, young man?
Okay, okay. That's a pretty huge earring he's got. I don't think it's in the gay ear, huh?
Alexander is sitting inside the ferry's cabin. The place displays the neatness of a seaman and the sparseness of a bachelor. There are few frills and comforts in the rough wooden environment, but the sunlight shines cheerily on the oaken beams, and the portholes admit a pleasant breeze.
Neatness of a seaman. I wouldn't call seaman neat, huh?
I'm a visitor to these islands. I'd like to learn what I can about the area.
So you said outside. What is it you want to know?
Well, for one thing, why has the island's only ferry been dry docked?
Huh. It just ain't safe to sail these days, what with the islands feuding and all. Wazir Al-Hazred ordered the ferry closed till things settled down. Me, I don't think she'll ever see water again.
But why are the islands feuding?
You got me. Something about stolen property or some such thing. 'Tis a real shame. Things used to be so friendly.
Then this unrest is recent.
A few years is all, but it's been long enough.
Perhaps if the ferry were repaired.
This old thing? This ferry's been out of water so long she's no longer even seaworthy. Her boards have dry rot. She'd fall apart at the first taste of seawater.
But there must be some way to get off this island.
There's only one other way to
Yes.
travel that I know of.
Yes?
A magic map.
Yes, there we go.
The owner of the pawn shop can tell you more about that than I can, Alexander.
Okay, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to talk to old gay salty over here, and he tells you about that, and now I can go to the pawn shop guy and be like, why didn't you tell me about the fucking magic map you had, huh?
Tell me more about the ferry.
I remember when I used to ferry Queen Ilaria and Princess Cassima themselves. There was no thought of danger back then. They used to go visiting to care for the needy and to keep up the friendly relations between the islands. I remember their last trip. Things had started getting nasty by then, and when they came back aboard, I gathered that the Queen and the Princess had been received a bit coldly. Princess Cassima was such a pretty thing, and she was terribly upset. But who could be spreading these lies, she asked the Queen, but the Queen had no answer.
Anything else cool to say?
What do you do now that the ferry no longer operates?
Me? I'm out of a job. The job my ancestors
Unemployed.
have held for generations. I'm the only one trained to avoid the reef and the rocks. But that knowledge does me no good now.
Is there no other boat on the island? One that might be more seaworthy?
Boats don't last long on these shoals, as you may have found out if you got here by ship. You can be quite sure that this old ferry is, or was, the only craft on the island.
Okay. Alex was like, what do you do now? And the guy was like, I'm a neat. I'm unemployed, man. I can't do the job that my ancestors have done for like a millennia, right? He didn't really answer the question. Alex asked, what do you do now? And he just said, I'm unemployed. What he does in his own time, that's his fucking business. That's old Salty's business, not yours, Alex, huh?
Tell me more about Princess Cassima.
Ah, such a beautiful child, and so pure of heart. Why, a contrary thought has never crossed her mind. Her mother was the same. The king and queen, they served the islands, not the other way around. Always thinking about the people. Ah, they are sorely missed.
What else can you tell me about the land?
Let's see. The Isle of Wonder's a lovely spot. A bit crazy, mind you.
Okay.
Gotta have a good sense of humor to enjoy a tour there. The Isle of the Beast is pretty, but unfortunately, you can't get very far onto the island. The inhabitants of the Isle of the Sacred Mountain are the most gorgeous creatures you'll ever see. If you ever get to see them, that is.
Okay, I think that's all he has to say.
What else can you
Some say that the land of the Green Isles is near the edge of the world, and that the deadly currents are a result of a magnetism that sucks life from this world to the next. Of course, that's just silly talk.
Okay, I just realized what that thing on the table is. I definitely need that.
There's a rabbit's foot on the table. It seems the ferryman is counting on a little luck.
Can I take the one possession you have left in this world, old salty?
There's nothing of...
No, right.
I see you have a rabbit's foot. Has it brought you much luck?
As you can see, my luck's been out for some time now, despite that old charm. Why don't you take it with you? Perhaps giving the darn thing away will bring me good fortune at last.
Perhaps it will at that. Thank you. Well, I think I'll be going now. Thanks for allowing me into your home.
Posh, not at all. It breaks the boredom, if you know what I mean.
I'm sad, okay.
Excuse me, merchant, but the ferryman mentioned
Yes.
that you might have a magic map of the land of the Green Isles.
Why, as a matter of fact, I do. I keep it under the counter. It's been gathering dust so long that I nearly forgot about it. It was quite a few years ago, you see. The estate of a wealthy wizard fell into my hands when he died. It was useless magical junk mostly, which reminds me, I've still got some things of his in the back that I need to dump out. Anyway, the magic map was the one true treasure in the lot. The wizard was quite old and feeble and had enchanted the map to aid in traveling. It is said that one need only desire to be on an island depicted on the map to find oneself there. It is a very valuable map, as you can imagine. Unfortunately, no one is interested in traveling these days. It is far too dangerous with the current state of the kingdom.
What would you take for the map?
I would normally want something magic in return, but since I am hardly overrun with prospective buyers, I would be willing to take anything of equal value in exchange.
Take my... Daddy's not gonna like this. Old King Graham's gonna be so pissed when he finds out, but I need that map.
Would you be willing to take my family ring in exchange for the magic map?
Daventry, are you a king then?
No, that's my father,
Yeah,
King
that's
Graham.
right. That's right, Alex.
I'm just Alexander.
That's...
Well,
You're Gwydion,
Prince
huh?
Alex, she is a beautiful ring. Are you sure you can part with such a unique family heirloom?
The ring does mean a lot to me. I didn't always have a family, you know. Still, it is only gold. There are more important things at stake now.
Then you now own a magic map, Prince Alex. I will keep your ring out of sight for a few days. If you find anything else of great value in your travels, you can come back for your ring. I would hate to see it melted down for gold. Ah, and a warning about the map. It will only operate when you are out in the open and within sight of the sea. The limitation has something to do with the teleport spell ingredients. You might try the beach.
Thank you. You are very kind. And I'll remember about the map.
Oh, okay, right.
Suddenly, the old man in the concealing cloak sneaks past Alexander, and with a sneaky dart of his hand, steals a mint from the candy jar. The old man stuffs the mint into his mouth and wobbles unsteadily out of the pawn shop.
Yo. Grandpa's drunk on mint, huh? No. Oh, okay. What's this music?
Master, I was observing in the village as you wished, and I saw a danger. No, a stranger there. He says, he's Prince Daventry of Daventry.
You fool! You've been eating those mints again! I ordered you to stop that!
Yes, Master.
Now, who did this stranger say he was?
Prince Salamander of Daventry, I think.
You idiot! Are you trying to tell me that Prince Alexander of Daventry is here? Confound it! That's the young man Cassima met at Mordack's castle. The timing could not be worse. Tell me, what is he doing?
He was in the pawn shop buying a magic smap.
Magic smap? What is this magic smap?
With the smap, he can travel to other islands, Master.
That's a map, you dolt! Oh, drat it all! I thought I took care of the only means of travel. By my scimitar! I can't have him stirring things up! Not now! Get a hold of yourself and listen carefully, Shamir. Go to the other islands and tell them...
No, tell him what... Oh, okay. Give me one of those.
Alexander takes a mint.
Okay, can I just go and come back? And the shopkeeper will... Yes, he will, okay.
Alexander sorts through the odds and ends that the pawn shop owner dumped into the pot. Magic exploding gum wrappers, a shattered crystal ball, a cracked wand, a fake thumb. Near the bottom, Alexander finds a little glass bottle labeled ink. It appears to be empty, but Alexander decides to take it anyway. You never know when a small bottle will come in handy.
Oh, okay, there it is. No.
A nightingale perches on a high branch of the tree. She sings the most beautiful song Alexander has ever heard.
Hey, you like this?
Alexander winds the mechanical nightingale and places it on the ground.
Okay, I remember this tune being a banger.
The mechanical nightingale sings a sweet, tinny tune. The real nightingale in the tree cocks her head and listens intently. The nightingale flies to a lower branch and looks at Alexander curiously, as if she were deciding that this human might not be so bad. The magic map is made of thin leather and has lifelike drawings of the islands on its uneven surface. Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Yes. Yes. That's not the only thing Alex is gonna pull out later, huh?
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
I need one more thing before I go to Isle of Wonder, and it's on one of the other two islands, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
Alexander notices an unusually large coal-black feather lying on the beach. There's an ugly flower growing near the base of the cliff.
Okay, gimme.
Alexander takes the feather.
And gimme.
Alexander picks the flower and is startled by its hideously strong skunk-like odor. For a moment he can smell nothing else.
Okay, right. You. Okay, okay, there's also that.
A string of letters floats in the water. The letters spell out, "Where are you going?" Alexander's heard of alphabet soup, but this is ridiculous.
Okay, that's what, okay.
One of the oysters is sitting up in bed and doesn't look very happy. He seems to be the only one who can't sleep. In the oyster's mouth, Alexander can see a glint of white.
What?
Why aren't you asleep like the other oysters?
Oh, I'm so weary, but I can't sleep. I have a terrible ache in my mouth.
What's wrong with your mouth?
No offense, but it hurts too much to talk.
Okay, wait, that thing is imperceptibly closer. That thing in the water, huh? Wait, no, it's here now.
A string of letters.
Can I grab that?
Alexander picks up the object floating in the water. It appears to be a string of letters. They say, "Where are you going?" Alexander decides to keep the odd sentence, even though it is incomplete.
If you're having trouble sleeping, perhaps you'd like me to read to you.
Hey, that would be great.
Okay.
2 dulcimers raised to the degree of 40 half-dulcimers, divided into equal parts by the third of a cackle of grouse geese, put over the result of 10 fine mackles, albeit small fine mackles, stretched over the total of 53 1/8 bottles of wild beast lard.
Come on. Yeah!
Alexander makes a grab for the pearl.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, you fixed my mouth. It feels great.
Ah, the little oyster drifts into peaceful slumber with the rest of his oyster friends.
Oh my god, he's a loud bloody snorer, huh? Okay, okay.
Alexander hears
No,
someone
no,
coming.
they're just gonna come no matter which way I try to go.
5 fierce guards of the isle we be. Watch for a foreign man, said he, with ears and nose, tongue, hands, and eyes. Its nature cannot be disguised. If mad it be, then mad it dies.
God, the one with the ears looks like a total freak.
Old Tom Troll, smell your smell. Do that which you do so well.
Okay, he's ready to give me a old whiff.
A gnome with a huge nose stands before Alexander.
Okay, the nose one.
Alexander holds the flower of stench out to the gnome with the jumbo nose.
Tom Troll I am, that's all I'll be. My nose knows all on land and sea. A flower of stench has washed ashore. A flower 'tis all, and nothing more.
Oh god, the asthma sniffling, huh? Okay, this freak.
Hark you, Grovenor, do your duty as you swore. With your ears, please tell us more.
Alexander winds the tin nightingale and plays it for the gnome with the monumental ears.
Okay, we'll see his portrait close up after I do this. It's probably gonna be horrific, huh? Hurry up, Alex! This guy's loving it.
A nose is not a way to spy. My ears cannot be told a lie. A nightingale is all there be. No man is near, and so say me.
He's on earring at the gay ear, huh? That's a gay gnome.
Grump, that we might know whether friend or whether foe.
Okay, the big old fat one. Look at that tongue, huh?
Alexander holds the mint out for the gnome with the gigantic mouth.
Put that right on his tongue. Ugh.
Grump knows a tasty treat. It matters not what others bleat. No danger is this one so sweet. Trilly dilly, use your hands. Is it beast or is it man?
He's wearing gloves all the time, huh? I don't think these gnomes know the concept of the gay ear, so they're just like, that's a weird fashion sense, ear dude, right? He secretly has a bad for, let's see, who would the big ear guy like? Well, it's probably the tongue guy, wouldn't you? Huh? If you were gay, would you go for that big fat guy with the ginormous tongue and also the big dick-sucking lips? I think so.
Alexander holds the rabbit foot out for the gnome with the huge hands.
Doink doink.
Be all you mad? What aileth thee? A bunny can't trill merrily. A hare does not at all taste sweet. A rabbit here is all we greet. Old Bill Batter, never fatter, vision can resolve this matter. Look you now and end this chatter.
Okay, they saved the hardest one for last. How do you fool a gnome where he can see with his eyes that's me, the nerd Gwydion? But I got just the thing, huh?
Alexander pours the contents of the empty-looking ink bottle over himself.
By all that's beauteous, fair, and sightly, 4 morons do I sleep with nightly. There's nothing there at all, I say. Enough of this. Let's now away.
Okay, they all sleep together, like Bert and Ernie, huh? Only the ear guy is so forward with his gayness to just declare it with the earring, huh?
Alexander did it. He's fooled the guards.
Yes, narrator, I have, huh? Gay gnome orgy, huh? You could probably put that all together. Gay gnome orgy, huh?
Piles of stacked books, looking ready to topple at any moment, have been arranged haphazardly on the sandy ground.
Hello? Is anyone there in the books?
No, there's no one here.
No, what the hell? I remember him being more chatty. What am I doing wrong?
Wow. Hiya, gorgeous. Oh, what a luscious-looking hunk of flesh you are.
Spider babe.
Thank you, I guess. Who are you?
How charming of you to pretend not to know. I'm Black Widow, of course. The femme fatale of all femme fatales. Know what I mean? You know, I was just thinking it was time I found my 50th, another husband. It would be quite a horror, an honor to have me as a bride. Just look at my beautiful weaving. It's so light, so delicate. You'll never want to leave my little nest.
It is a lovely web, but my heart is elsewhere, I'm afraid.
Oh, drat! The loss is yours. I'm sure you'll change your mind once you consider the advantages.
Come on, Black Widow. I mean, you don't just turn it. You don't just turn your like nasty Karen voice right away. It's all about the game, huh? The delicate dance, the art of seduction, huh? And I love this like sensual music, huh? At least Larry definitely would, huh? He would be like, "Hey, baby."
A black widow is sitting in her web. She has long legs and an hourglass on her belly.
Ooh, hourglass
she gives
figure.
Alexander a knowing look.
Sexy slither of a lady spider.
That scrap of paper blew into my web from those books over there. The wind just thinks it can deposit anything here.
Yeah, no riz on this Black Widow, huh? So the guy says his heart somewhere else. It's like, are you sure? Take a look at this hourglass figure. Look at my legs, right? That's how you really do it.
Have you changed your mind? My offer of wedlock is still open.
Wetlock? Now we're talking, huh? Yeah, okay.
A thread is hanging from the otherwise tightly woven web.
Okay, is she gonna revert to that other voice when I start pulling on this?
Hey, don't touch that thread!
Oh god, yes. Give me that.
Alexander snatches the scrap of parchment, curious to see what's written on it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, the magic word is love.
The wind blows the scrap of paper from Alexander's hand, but he remembers what it said well enough.
I don't really remember what that's for. Oh, right. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, those two, huh?
A stick is stuck in the middle of the swamp. The fallen log has a good-sized knot or bump.
Oh.
Milkweed thrives near the mucky swamp.
Right, okay.
Small bottles filled with milk grow on it like fruit.
Gimme.
Alexander takes a bottle of milk from the milkweed bush. Apparently, the dogwood tree doesn't like Alexander standing that close.
Okay, lots of weird stuff here.
There appears to be a hole in the garden wall.
No, what are you doing? Okay.
Through the hole in the wall, Alexander sees a land that resembles a giant chessboard. Wow, it really is a hole in the wall.
Right, okay, okay. Gee, okay.
Zounds, those wallflowers sure are shy, and the snapdragons are awfully protective of them. Alexander can't even get close to the wallflowers without causing quite a stir. Alexander takes a close look at the tomato on the ground. It appears to be darker than those on the vines.
What are you staring at there, boy? Go away, you rootless thing, you! Yeah!
Yep, that tomato is definitely rotten.
How did you manage to fall off the vine, Mr. Tomato?
What do you think? I'm old, I'm rotten! Yeah! Leave me alone!
I'm old. Gimme.
If you say so.
After all, you're just gonna let me sit here and rot on this dry ground like everybody else, aren't you?
Why, I don't know. I suppose...
Ah, never mind! Just go away!
You-
Ah!
Yeah. Wasting the old man's time, Alex, huh?
Unless Alexander is mistaken, those plants must be baby's tears.
Baby's tears. Okay, I think I can talk to most of the things in here.
Hello. Aren't you a bunch of fine-looking young plants?
Goo goo gaga!
Apparently, the baby's tears haven't learned to talk yet.
Okay, wait, there's also these things.
Is that lettuce growing in the garden? It looks a little chilled. Why, it must be iceberg lettuce.
Yeah, iceberg lettuce, oh.
A curiously speckled gate marks one end of the garden.
Okay, I think... Okay, I can't just go in.
Alexander is standing at the edge of a strange land with rolling checkered hills. Two chessboard knights stand before the marble entrance, guarding a path which wanders like a ribbon into the velvety hills.
Excuse me, what land lies beyond?
What land? Chessboard land, you knave.
I
Dave?
see. And is chessboard land part of the land of the Green Isles?
It is the home of the red and white queens, rulers of the Isle of Wonder, fairest of the islands that owe loyalty to the king of the land of the Green Isles. But perhaps not for long.
What do you mean?
What is the purpose of unity with the great king and queen dead? The princess is worth serving, but the feud with the other isles is strong.
No. Okay, here they come, huh?
I must insist, Your Highness. I shall send the lump of coal to the Vizier and the Princess as a present for their wedding, and that's the end of it.
And I suppose you'll leave me with only this stupid spoiled egg to send, Your Highness. I want to impress the new king and queen of the realm as much as you do. As queen of this island, I have every right to that lump of coal.
Who isn't queen of this isle? The lump of coal is in my possession. Therefore, I shall do as I please with it. Besides, there's nothing wrong with that spoiled egg.
The egg, though delightfully spoiled, is not nearly so valuable as the lump of coal, and you know it. Your Highness always got to carry the singing stone. It's not fair that you get the coal, too.
That doesn't count. The singing stone was stolen by that horrid beast. I should get to keep the coal just because my stone was stolen.
It wasn't your stone. It belonged to the Isle of Wonder treasury. Your Highness always thinks that everything is hers.
Excuse me, ladies. I'm also here.
Excuse me, my good man, but could you settle an argument for us?
Which of us should get to carry the coal and which the egg? Remember, white is the color of deserving truth and virtue.
Quiet, Your Highness, and let him make up his own mind. I, for one, shall be more proper, and not even mention the fact that red is the color of love.
I'm sorry, Your Majesties. I'm partial to both red and white, but I'm afraid that I don't know how to solve your problem.
Oh, you are useless,
One
Alex.
of you will just have to be gracious and allow the other the lump of coal.
That's a stupid idea.
Ridiculously stupid idea.
Quite ludicrous.
He was a lot of help, wasn't he?
Oh, yes. Obviously a man of high intelligence.
Oh, God. Oh, man. Alex is getting shit on his entire goddamn life.
The lump of coal goes much better with my gown anyway. Black and red are imperial colors.
That's the silliest thing I ever heard. Red does not go with anything, being much too self-conscious. White is the perfect accompaniment to any color.
The Red Queen has dropped her scarf on the steps.
Okay, it's mine, and I'm not taking it to return it to her.
Alexander picks up the Red Queen's scarf.
I can't believe they arted this nice place, and I can't even go in there, huh? They just came here, yapping all the way, and then they berated me for being stupid. They berated me, Alex, for being stupid, and they left. That's it, huh? That's all I need from this screen. Okay, I think it's time to go back. No, wait. Wait. Okay. Let me get this.
Alexander picks a head of iceberg lettuce.
Ye gads! Is that cold?
Alexander is carrying a full head of a queer-looking lettuce made
Queer.
of ice. The lettuce is rapidly melting.
Okay, that is timed. If you walk around too much, that will eventually dissolve into nothing. If it's ice, I need this.
Hoping to cool down the boiling pond, Alexander throws in a head of iceberg lettuce. The pond's water slowly stops boiling, cooled by the ice. It still looks hot, but bearable.
Okay.
Alexander decides to brave the steaming pond.
How do I... Okay. I was gonna say, how do I get that lamp?
Ouch! Ow! Ooh, ouch!
The pond is no longer boiling, but it's hardly bathwater. As Alexander continues down the path, he gets the strange feeling that he's being watched.
Come on over here and see what I'm doing with these flowers. Never mind that stone fella on top of the gate. He won't hurt you any. He's just there to scare you.
Okay, that thing is obviously here to kill me. Why would you say that? You would just say, why don't you come over here and look at these pretty flowers? Full stop. Do not call attention to the stone archer, which does move when I move, huh?
A pleasant-looking middle-aged man is busy tending a small garden just past the wall. A stone archer sits atop the lintel of the gate like a silent guardian.
Shit. Okay.
The stone bow is tightly drawn and fitted with a single stone arrow.
Okay, I think I remember what I need to get past him. And I think that thing is up in the mountains. That means I can't go in there for a while. For a very long while, huh?
I'm Alexander of Daventry. Who are you?
What difference does it make? Just come on over here. I'll tell you my life history if you still want to hear it.
That wasn't sinister at all.
You aren't gonna listen to me, are you? Well, we'll just see about that.
Ah, shut up. You can't do nothing, huh? You're just gonna poof into nothing.
That's odd. The gardener just disappeared. A brick lies in the grass. It must have come from the old brick wall.
Get it!
There's nothing.
No, get it!
Alexander picks up the brick.
Okay, let's just get away from that, huh? What the hell?
Alexander takes the old hunter's lamp from the tree.
Okay, it's on the other bank. Okay. Damn it! It looks seriously high up, but it was on that. It's the damn depth. Okay, I want to go back in here and get some of my stuff back.
Your candy dish is empty.
I am sorry, sir, but I have no more mints. Somebody has eaten them all.
Well, get some more then.
I fear that is impossible. Without the fairy, I can no longer get imports from the other islands, and we do not grow mint extract on the Isle of the Crown.
Oh, I hate not getting what I want.
Working retail, you guys, huh?
Would you mind if I traded this in?
Of course, Prince Alex. Please choose something in exchange for the items on the counter.
Alexander
Okay.
looks closely at the items on the counter to make his selection.
What's the other thing? Okay, the paintbrush I think I need last. It's time for this, though.
I'll take the flute.
The flute? Very good, Prince Alex. May its music always be sweet. Feel free to trade it back at any time.
Thank you. I found this large pearl. Might it be valuable enough to ransom back my family ring?
I have never seen such a perfect pearl. Certainly you can have your ring back.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't sell it. I'm a bit attached to it, I'm afraid.
Of course you are. You would be cold-hearted if you felt any differently. I am happy to see a family heirloom back with its rightful owner.
Okay, thanks, man. Do I try to put my hand on it?
Alexander decides to pick up the hole in the wall. A hole in the wall could be a very useful thing.
Yeah.
Alexander startled the poor thing. It's run off to hide behind the wallflowers.
They probably are music lovers, huh?
May I have this dance?
Oh, my!
Ooh, the Stark Dragon's getting on it, too.
Alexander stops playing the flute, but the wallflowers and snapdragons continue to dance, caught up in the music and oblivious to everything around them.
Okay, gimme. No,
While
come
the
here.
wallflowers dance, Alexander snatches the hole in the wall.
Hey, what do you think you're doing there? Get your hands off me! Hey!
Alexander picks up Rotten Tomato and puts him away. One never knows when one will need a rotten tomato.
Look at the tomato, huh?
The old Rotten Tomato gives Alexander a mean look and grumbles sourly.
Can I put my finger in his mouth?
Hands off, you! Where were you born, a barn? It's a pigsty back here. Yeah, all this stuff you got. What do you want to carry all this trash around for?
Yeah, fair enough. All this crap I've got, huh? And he's criticizing me for it.
Alexander doesn't remember that sign being on the wall before. He decides to take a closer look. It's a proclamation. It reads, "Citizens rejoice," announcing the royal wedding and coronation of Wazir Abdul al-Hazred and Princess Cassima. For reasons of security, the wedding will not be open to the public. Long live the new king and queen of the land of the Green Isles.
No plebs allowed.
Alexander feels his stomach lurch and his brow sweat. Wedding? Coronation? If he didn't do something soon, Cassima would become another man's wife.
So? BFD, you can still cuck that guy, huh?
Would you mind if I traded this in?
Of course, Prince Alex. Please choose something in exchange for the items on the counter.
Alexander looks closely at the items on the counter to make his selection.
Okay, time for this.
I believe I'll take the tinderbox.
Very good, Prince Alex. Enjoy your tinderbox and bring it back anytime.
Thank you.
Volumes of poetry are on display on this bookshelf. Thinking of Cassima, Alexander decides to leaf through one of the volumes of love poetry. He reads, "Thy hair, thy lips, thy beauteous face, and all thy studied female grace have won for thee anon a place within this broken breast."
Breast.
Not bad. And another.
Not bad. Talked about breasts.
"Upon the shore the lilies bend, untouched by worldly care, where shadow they her earthly bed, oh, that she were not there." Yikes. And another. "What was it when I looked at you? What power has chained me through and binds my heart with links so tight I cannot live without the sight of you? What nameless thing has captured me and made me powerless to flee? What thing is it without a name that brings my mind e'er back the same to thee? The name of love cannot apply. Its commonness does not decry the haunted, hunted, painful cry that my heart makes for you, that e'er my soul eternal makes for you."
Please, that's enough love poetry.
A little close to home, that one.
Alexander returns the love poem book to the shelf.
Okay.
A page has fallen from the poem book and now lies on the floor.
Wait.
Alexander picks up the fallen page.
Wait, there's that book also. Yeah.
It's the love poem he particularly liked. It must have fallen out of the poetry book.
I see that old volume has lost another page. You may keep it if you like, sir. I have glued the stubborn thing back in place 2 times already.
I do rather like it. Thank you, merchant.
That one book is just blends into the damn counter. I forgot about that one, but yes, I think
An
that's...
antique leather-bound book is displayed on a little stand on the counter. On the elaborate cover is the title, "Ye Useful Book of Magic Spells."
Yes.
How much for that book on the counter, merchant?
It is a fine book, is it not? I obtained it from the estate of the one and only magician this kingdom has ever had. Poofed himself into an aardvark in the end, or so I heard. I never found the spells all that useful myself, but then I lead a boring life. I tell you what, if you can find another rare book, Something a bit more marketable. I might be willing to exchange the spell book for it.
Yes, okay. That's okay. That's how I talk to that bookworm. Because I have nothing to say to that nerd. Before I learned that piece of information, I have nothing to say to that nerd. So I was just bothering him. I was just like, hello, right? And he would come out and be like, what do you want? And Alex is just like, I don't know, right? So of course he was annoyed with me, but now I can ask him for a rare book.
What do you think you're doing?
Okay, now the text is different.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize these books had an owner. I'm in need of a rare book.
No owner? All books have owners, my good man. And this book owner, bookworm to you, wouldn't part with one of his books for anything.
Isn't there something I can do for you to pay for the book?
Let's see. Do you have an itinerant clause?
No. No clauses at all, I'm afraid.
As an exception, you always should.
Nerd humor. Nerd grammar humor.
Don't mind oxymoron and diphthong. They're fairly limited grammatical principles, you know. Let's see. A marsh pig that does Texas?
No. I'm afraid not.
A dangling participle?
I'm fresh out.
No, you got one.
Purple fiddle whacker?
No, I don't think so. Sorry.
An idiosyncrasy, perhaps?
Afraid not.
Ha! Then what good are you?
You are useless, Alex, huh? Okay, he should... Yes, okay, the music is kind of weird and funky now, so now here he is.
There's an odd little creature dangling from that tree branch.
Hello, friend. Aren't you an odd-looking little fellow?
I'm not odd-looking, you are.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you could speak.
Speak not. Funny is, speech I am and nothing but.
Yeah.
You speak strangely, friend.
Strange my speech is not. Eloquence I speak with.
But who are you? And why are you here?
Away I fly my home from. Lost I am therefore. As my name too, can you guess not? It's what I do this branch with, and the way I speak of.
If you're lost, perhaps I can take you home.
Take me home too? Think not I do. No, you I do not.
Alexander holds the sentence out to the creature.
This sentence seems in need of an ending. Perhaps you could finish it?
Where are you going? Where are you going? Know what I do. Where are you going to? Like you I do. Go I with you.
Okay, you just gonna let me take him? Jeez. And put him down a tunic.
Well, that was certainly interesting. It looks like Alexander now has a passenger.
Okay, can I just use you right on the thing?
Hello, bookworm. I have something you might be interested in.
Well, what is it this time?
I found this little fellow lost on another island.
Coming home I am too.
There you are, you naughty boy.
Naughty boy.
I told you not to leave the island.
Glad I am seeing you too.
A most solemn celebration.
So, you found my dangling participle. I suppose I'll have to give you something. Let's see now. Was it a rare book you wanted?
Yes, sir.
Well, then none of these will do. They've been sitting in the sun far too long and must be well cooked by now. This one is far more rare. A delicious little tidbit.
Thanks.
Alexander is carrying a rare book from the bookworm. The words in the binding are very faint. The something riddle book. Alexander opens the rare book and looks inside. The book contains riddles and has a page missing. Alexander glances at a few of the conundrums, but finds himself more curious about the one that is missing. What was the riddle, he wonders? More importantly, what was the answer?
Okay.
I found this rare book, and I thought of your offer.
Very interesting. Oh, it is a wonderful riddle book. Riddles are much more marketable than spells these days. I guess people believe more in mirth than in magic. Here is the spell book you wanted, and a fair trade it is, I must say. Enjoy it.
I certainly hope so. We shall see how rusty my spellcasting truly is.
Okay, right, okay, doing some motherfucking sorcery again. Again. It's just like King's Quest 3, right? Okay, so magic paint. There's a make rain spell. Okay, yes, okay, oak embers. 3 cool spells that we can make.